everybody, it's back to Friday Science Live with Claire and
me.
Claire and me. And today we are going to continue with our learning about life cycles. So do you remember what we learnt last week?
No.
What did we learn about? We learnt about caterpillars and butterflies. Can you believe that was a week ago? So today, Portisbury's and Katie, we are going to be learning about frogs. Love a frog. So we're going to be learning about the life cycle of a frog. Then we are going to do some froggy experiments. And then we're going to sing a song about frogs. Wonder if you can guess what it is. So let's get going. So first of all, there are 4 parts to a froggy's life cycle. Okay, Katie, there is, first of all, the frog spawn. Okay, the frog spawn. And then we move on to, do you know what the next stage is?
No.
It is the
Tadpole.
That's it, the tadpole stage. We'll go through these stage by stage in a moment. And after the tadpole stage, it's a tadpole with legs. And then finally, it turns into
a full adult frog.
That's right, a full adult frog. So let's go back. Let's go back to our very first stage. So, and this is the frog spawn stage. So we have got some frog spawn that we've tried to make. We couldn't find any in ponds around at the moment. So we've made our own frog spawn, and I'll show you that in a moment. So do you know what frog spawn is?
No.
No? What do you think it might be?
Tadpoles or the frogs first being born.
That's right, that's right. So frogs, they don't have live babies. Frogs have to lay their eggs. And this is roughly what it would look like, okay? So when you're looking around your ponds, you'll be looking for some frog spawn. Now, if we just put this black paper underneath, Katie, and then we can show the children at home. There we go. Can we see that? Oh, nope, we're going, oh dear, how do I do this? Is it that way round? Can you see that? Am I doing it the wrong way round? Aha, well done, Katie. Okay, so, and it is actually really, really slimy. Can you feel it? So we've put some little white balls and some black in here to represent the frog spawn. Now this is just made, for parents at home watching, this is just made with edible stuff. So the fun thing about this, when you're experimenting and feeling, is actually, you can eat it. Do you see that? Plop! Okay, so these are actually, they're little special balls that go in grape juice, shall we say, for now. So this is the frog spawn. So you can see there, lots and lots of white and little black specks. Okay, so see if you can remember that. Frog spawn. And these are the eggs that are laid by the frogs. Fantastic. Right, back to us. Oh look, we're going to be switching between cameras today. You can tell Claire's not very technological here, but luckily I've got my super whizzy techno kid. Right, so after the frog has laid its eggs, let's come back here. After the frog has laid its eggs, what happens next, Katie?
Tadpoles.
That's right, so the eggs grow, don't they? They grow and they grow and they get a little bit bigger and they start to look like this, a tadpole. So we've been playing around again, seeing how can we make tadpoles? How can we make things look like tadpoles if we get the black paper as well? And we experimented and we found that if you use jelly and some raisins, they make pretty good tadpoles. So we've had a look at the frog spawn. Now we're going to move over to the tadpoles. Look at this. Shall we see if we can count how many little tadpoles are in my pond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little tadpoles. So once the eggs grow, they get bigger and bigger, and you can see here that the tadpoles, they start to get their tails. So we tried to make them look like that. And the fun thing is, with this, it's also messy play. So if you want to, you can mash it up and you can even eat it. Yummy, yummy. Would you like to eat that later, Katie?
Definitely.
Definitely. Oopsie, turn you back round. There we go. Balance you there. So, first of all, we had our frog spawn. And then we watched our froggies grow into tadpoles. Okay, and then they start to grow. What do they start to grow, Katie?
Arms and legs.
They do. They start to grow arms and legs. And do you know what they're called when they grow arms and legs? Got this one as well, look. So they get bigger. They're eating all the insects and they become little...
Frog.
Yeah, little frogs are called froglets.
Froglets.
Froglets, who knew? So they become little froglets. Okay. And once they have become little froglets, they carry on eating all the insects. Now, frogs are really good because all those little midges and horrible mosquitoes that bite and make us all itchy, the frogs' tongues come out and they eat them up. So this is a sign for frog. Frog. Is it? Frog. And their tongues come out and they eat up all those mosquitoes so we get bitten less. So that is brilliant. Okay. So that is very quickly having a look at the life cycle of a frog. So we talked about how the frog lays its eggs in the water. Then they start to grow their tails and wiggle around. And they get bigger, grow their legs, become froglets. And as they eat all those mosquitoes and midges, and all the little things around the pond, they get bigger and bigger and fatter and stronger until they become fully grown frogs. Fab! So now we're going to show you what happens when they become frogs, and we're going to do a couple of experiments. Okay, so first of all, we're going to get, some water. Now, so that we can see the water really well, we're going to put some blue food colouring in it. Do you want to pour a little bit in? There we go. There we go. It's going to make it all really, really blue. Turning it blue. That's probably... Nope, we're going a bit more. It's a very blue pond, this. Thank you. Should we put that over there? Now, can you find some little tissue paper frogs? There we go. So we've got some little froggies here. Should we show everybody? We've got 1, 2, 3. I think there's one more. 4. Now, Katie, I'm going to set you a challenge. I'm going to film your challenge. Your challenge is to get these frogs from here into the water. Okay? But you're not allowed to use your hands. So the only things that you are allowed to use to get your frogs from there to there is, it gets better, is a balloon. Is a balloon. Okay, so that's your first challenge. We're going to start with 2 frogs. Let me stand them up. Do you think she's going to make it? Do you think Katie can work out how to get her little froggies? Can you see the frogs there? Look. Woo! Here. There we go. I'm going to turn the camera around again, actually, just so that we can see it. There we go. She's got to work out how to get her little froggies from there into the pond without using her hands. Can she do it? Go, Katie. That's not working, is it? Let's see. Ready? Do you know what you might have to do? No. What happens if you try rubbing the tissue paper on the frog? Really rub it like it's on your hair. You might need to get it off the table. There we go. Ready? Rub the tissue paper on the frog. That's it. Rub, rub, rub. Rub it like this, like we would do with your hair. Rub, 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 rub. Is that enough? Is that enough? Should we try? See if that works. Whoa. Oh, nearly. Is it working? Hop, froggy, hop. Yay! Let's try again, Katie. Well done. I hope you're all giving her a big clap at home. Katie is making the froggies jump without using her hands and just using a balloon. Big clap to Katie. Well done. Right, your next challenge, Miss Walker, is for these 2 little froggies. Do you want to stand those up? And those ones up. And see if this time we're going to give her a ruler and a duster. So this time she's got a ruler and a duster, and same thing, she has to work out how to use a ruler and a duster to work out how to move her frogs. Okay, so if we think about how you did it with a balloon, Katie, you caused friction, didn't you? Katie thinks if she... Curious. Curious. Shall I give you a clue? If you hold the ruler in your one hand and you rub it really hard with a duster, rub your ruler with a duster, and what this is doing is creating friction. Okay, you really have to rub it hard. Okay, really, really hard, because you need to create the friction. Okay, and once you've rubbed it really, really hard, that's it, then hold your ruler over the frog. Or maybe you need to do it a bit harder. Oh, I think their little froggy was stuck on the table. So to make these frogs, just use some tissue paper. They don't have to be froggy shaped. Now that one's not working quite so well and Katie's just splattered it. So we did try this one last night. Don't know if Katie wants to see if she can film Mummy doing it. Let's see if we can get Mummy to do it. Okay, so we did they don't have to be frog shaped, they can be any shape. We just made them frogs because we're learning about frogs and it's quite good fun. Oh, I see the problem. The duster has got wet. Did the duster fall in the pond? Okay, because the duster's got wet, it's lost its friction. So the duster and the ruler hasn't worked for us today because I think it may have had a bit of a pond dipping. But normally if you use a duster and a ruler at home, you will then be able to get your froggy into the pond. So back to us. That is absolutely brilliant. Well done, Katie. So now look. Oh no, I've done it again. We've got 4 little frogs in our pond. That's brilliant. So you can try that. You can try building up friction with all sorts of things around the house. But I think, you know, balloons are really, really good fun. And it is good fun to actually make your froggy jump into things as well and see how far you can get it to jump, how high you can get it to jump. And it always just adds a bit more, doesn't it, if we just add a bit of food colouring into the water. Right. So we have learnt today so far, haven't we, about all the different stages of a frog's life. We've seen how we can make frogs jump through science, through friction. Really good fun experiment to do at home. Very, very easy. And now we are going to do a bit of singing. So the first time we're going to watch a song about frogs through the Macathon on the computer. And then the second time we are going to sing it with you because Katie and I have been making some little frogs at home to watch and to make jump. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's see if we can get this working again, Katie. So we need to turn it round, don't we? Okay, and hopefully you can hear it and watch it. And you can go... Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Katie, for that. That was fantastic. Right, we're going to move this away. Hopefully you all watched and you were learning some of your signs there. Now, Katie and I are going to have a go at doing this with some little speckled frogs ourselves. Okay, so if we put you there, we might just have to have a moment where we work out. Can you see that? That's our pond. Let's move our little froggies over here. Shall I move our pond over a little bit? There we go. Can you see our pond? There we go. And our little speckled frogs. And one little surprise for Katie. Right, so we have got here. How many frogsies have we got? Shout it out, Katie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 little frogs and a very empty pond. See if we can fill that pond up, shall we, Katie? Right. I'm probably not going to be able to sign because we'll be doing this. But have a go. See if you can remember some of those signs. And I'm going to put the song on again. Are you ready? Let's go. Waiting. Okay. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are just four speckled frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are just 3 speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 1, 2, 3. 3 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool where it was nice and cool. What's really cold? Just 2 speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 1, 2. 2 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is just it's really cold. She's loving it, really. She's loving it. 1 little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool where it was nice and cool. She knows. Speckled frogs, glub, glub. Fantastic. And now in our pond we have got, you can count, 1. Come on, Katie.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5 speckled frogs, and they all left their log to go into the pond where apparently it was really cold. Fantastic. Right, let's just recap very quickly. So, Katie, what do frogs lay?
Eggs.
Eggs. And what's it called? Frogs.
Frog spawn.
Frog spawn. So they lay their eggs, frog spawn. Then what happens? What do they grow?
They go into tadpoles.
Grow into tadpoles. They grow their little tails into tadpoles. Did you remember that? Okay. After they've grown their little tails, they grow their legs, and then they grow their arms, and they become froglets. Fantastic. And finally, once they are eaten, what do they eat? Bugs. Lots and lots and lots of bugs. And they get really big and strong. And what do they grow into?
A big frog.
A big frog. And on that, Katie and I are going to hop away. And we will see you, not next week because it's half term. We will see you the week after. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye from me.
Bye from me.
See you soon. Bye-bye.